Okay, here we go. Oh shoot, I ran out of space. That's great. That's awesome. We're off to a great start. So this is a really great intro. I'm glad I did this. I'm glad I wasted a shirt on this. This is perfect. Hi. This video doesn't stand a chance. There's no way. I'm not even gonna attempt to keep this video clean because it's not happening. So I'm probably gonna say the F word in this one, okay? Just a heads up, just cover your ears. Also, I put a lot of work into this video, so I would appreciate like a like or something, maybe a comment telling me what a great job I did. And I know you haven't seen the video yet, but you're gonna have to take my word for it, okay? It's great. I did a good job. I want to talk to you guys today about the most family-friendly name in all of entertainment, Walt Disney. They have never done anything racist or violent or sexual ever in their entire lives, except for this one episode of Gargoyles. Well, at least the violence part. There's no sex or racism, but can't win them all. Gargoyles was an animated show made by Disney in the 90s, and you know how much I love cartoons from the 90s. But I don't like Gargoyles. I'm sorry, but it's a clear knockoff of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but worse in every conceivable way. So why on earth would I watch Gargoyles when I could watch Ninja Turtles, a nice, wholesome family show that had no violence in it whatsoever? And look, I know a lot of people love Gargoyles, and I am pissing off all of them right now, but you know what? Get over it. It's not as good as TMNT, and I am willing to fight you to the death to prove my point. And I am comfortable saying that because the episode of Gargoyles where they teach you how to kill somebody and get away with it was banned from TV. I'm not kidding. Look at my face. This is my serious face. I'm being serious. That happened. They did that. So this particular episode of Gargoyles that I want to show you today is called Deadly Force. Disney did a little oopsie and they got themselves in trouble. Oh no. The episode only aired once and then it got pulled because they probably shouldn't have shown it to kids. Hey, it's me from the future. I'm editing this video right now and I just want to clarify what I just said so I don't get roasted for being an idiot in the comments. This episode was pulled when the show originally aired, but when Disney started playing the reruns on Disney XD, they re-edited the episode to cut out all the violent parts so it was safe for children to watch. But on the DVD release, the episode is normal, the way it was originally intended to be seen, complete with violence. So yeah, I just wanted to clarify that. So please don't tell me in the comments that I was wrong, because I'm not, because I'm right. Okay, back to the video. What they tried to do was show kids how dangerous guns are by shooting someone. Let's watch. Have I mentioned that this video is probably gonna be demonetized? So the episode starts off with these goons stealing some crates full of guns from this nerd right here. And this is kind of like a subplot to the episode. And spoilers, the bad guys stealing the guns, they're not the ones who shoot anybody. It's one of the good guys, one of the Gargoyles, in fact. They actually only include this subplot so that the Gargoyles have someone to pin their attempted murder on later in the episode. So if you've never seen the show, let me explain really quick how the Gargoyles work. So they protect the city from crime and blah, 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 superhero stuff, but they can only do it at night because during the day, they turn into big stone statues, gargoyles. Which means that if you commit a crime in this city during the day, you are good. There's literally no one who can stop you. The police are idiots, which you will come to learn shortly. But for some reason, these criminals insist on committing crimes at night when the 8-foot-tall flying monster men with superhuman strength and speed are awake. What the
See you later, guys.
Where's he off to in such a rush?
He's going to see Showdown again.
Showdown?
Yeah, it's a new Western. Great movie. We all saw it the other day.
You know, cowboys, horses, guns.
Okay, so the Gargoyles wake up, and this one here fucks off to go watch some movie that he's already seen like 6 times. His name is Broadway, and he's kind of the dumb one. Oh, he's definitely the dumb one. We'll get to that. He's normally like the comic relief character. He's actually voiced by the same guy who voices Patrick on SpongeBob, just so you get an idea of the kind of character that Broadway is. So yeah, he heads out to go watch this movie about cowboys shooting at each other, you know, as you do. But then one of the gargoyles delivers this very poignant line that sets up the rest of the episode.
Movies, television, video games. These days it's hard to tell what's real and what's not.
If you're keeping score at home, the boomer gargoyle just said that movies and video games cause violence. Epic. And I just want to point out the irony here of this statement. They're implying that movies that show violence can be dangerous because dumb people, kids, can imitate that violence. But someone's getting shot in this episode.
Just in time.
So of course, the fat idiot sneaks into the movie theater without paying.
Cool.
And that is just the beginning of his crime spree. It was his gateway drug to crime. Just look at him, look. Do you see that murderous look in his eyes? It looks like he's ready to imitate some violence, if you ask me. So keeping that in mind, he goes to visit his friend and her gun. Oh shoot, I said the G word. I'm not supposed to say that.
Hey, Cagney. You hungry, Cagney? Be glad you got a home, Cat. The streets just got a whole lot meaner.
This is Elisa, Eliza, I don't know, they pronounce it differently sometimes, I don't know. She's kind of like the Gargoyles equivalent of April O'Neil, because, you know, it's just a Turtles ripoff. Except instead of being a reporter, she's a detective. You see, those are different. It's not copying if you change the human companion's profession to something slightly different, but basically the same.
Elisa, you home?
So Broadway just barges into Elisa's apartment without knocking, because why not? But he doesn't care, you know? He already snuck into a movie tonight. Now he's breaking and entering. What crime could he possibly commit next?
Cool. Let's go, Pilgrim. And don't forget the horse. Elisa? No.
He fucking shot her. She's fucking bleeding out, dude. He blew her ass away in her own kitchen with her own gun. So now Broadway does what any sane person would do in this situation. He calls for help. I'm kidding, man. He panics and dumps the body.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
And let's also note that he just leaves the stove on. So, you know, he probably is gonna burn down her whole apartment building too, but you know, it's whatever.
What in? She's been shot. I can't get a pulse.
Get her inside, stat.
So my man's just yeets her ass outside the hospital and fucks off. He doesn't even ring the bell or anything. But what is he gonna do, you know? I mean, he's on the run now. The law is gonna be looking for his ass. I mean, he just shot a cop. And when he doesn't come home, his homies know that something is up.
I guess Broadway liked that movie so much he stayed to watch it a few more times.
I hope he finds a comfortable place to roost.
And then the nerd from earlier, the one who got robbed, who got all his guns stolen, he shows up and he delivers the bombshell right as the sun is rising. It's very, very dramatic.
I'm afraid I have some bad news for you.
What is it? Speak quickly.
Your friend Elisa Maza has been shot. They're not sure if she'll live.
So Elisa has surgery and her family shows up because, you know, she's dying. And the doctor explains to them how bad the shooting actually was.
Don't sugarcoat it, Dr. Sato. She's our daughter.
I wish I could tell you she'll be okay, but the internal damage is extensive. The bullet hit high on her chest, ricocheted off the collarbone, nicked the heart muscle, and passed through the right lung. I've removed it from the base of her spine.
Wait a minute, Doc. Can you run all that by me just one more time? That's just...
The bullet hit high on her chest.
Chest, okay.
It's ricocheted off the collarbone.
Collarbone.
Nicked the heart muscle.
The heart.
And passed through the right lung.
Lung.
I've removed it from the base of her spine.
And the spine? How many times did he shoot her?
Don't stay long. She needs rest.
Maria, thank you for coming.
Mrs. Maza. Sergeant Maza, Derek. I'm sorry to see you all under these circumstances.
Just tell me you know who shot my sister.
Witnesses say she braced Tony Dracon at the Park Manor. He stole an arms shipment and she was pretty determined to get those guns off the street. Our guess is one of Dracon's men broke into her apartment later and shot her with her own gun.
Now this is great news for Broadway. Like I said earlier, he needs a patsy to pin this whole attempted murder thing on, and it just so happens that the police are almost as stupid as he is, because they decided they're gonna pin it on the guy who was stealing the crates of guns back at the beginning of the episode, even though there's no evidence, just because Elisa was working the case.
Whoever the shooter is, we'll find him. No one hits a cop and gets away with it. No one.
Except for Broadway. He's gonna get away with it.
Know that I will finish what you started. I will find the man that did this to you, and I will make him pay.
Okay, so now the streets are buzzing. Okay, the block is hot. The cops are out here looking for the killer. And the gargoyles are looking too. And they are cold-blooded killers. So that guy better hope that the cops get to him first. They don't. What? Meanwhile, Broadway has gone fully mental.
Stay away! What's this? A new kind of gun? A new way to kill people?
He's just out here fucking more people up, I guess because he feels guilty, but eventually he runs into Goliath, the leader of the gargoyles.
How did you... Never mind.
And Goliath tells him that Elisa has been shot, and Broadway reacts like, what? Word? Oh, damn, this is my first time hearing about this. Oh, what a tragedy.
You're just in time to help me deal with the one who shot Elisa.
What?
No, that's right, you don't know. Elisa was shot, and the human responsible is in this building. Come, there's no more time for talk.
Right.
So now Broadway and Goliath are working together, and eventually they catch up to the bad guy, and there's a shootout.
What? Shoot him!
It sure is a good thing there's no violent movies or video games around here, huh? And right before Goliath snaps this dude's neck like a fucking twig, Broadway up and snitches on himself. You idiot.
You are the one who shot Elisa Maza.
What? Goliath, no! You can't kill him!
You think not? Elisa will have her revenge through me.
But he didn't shoot Elisa. I did.
What?
It was an accident. I was looking at her gun and it went off. I'm sorry.
But it's all good. They still pin the whole thing on the guy who didn't do it. No one's gonna believe him anyway. I mean, what's he gonna say? The giant monster man did it? Yeah, okay, buddy, don't drop the soap. Broadway gets away with it scot-free. He just gets a lecture from Goliath and he makes him apologize to Elisa, and everybody lives happily ever after. Except for the guy who didn't do it. He's fucked. So let's recap. They blamed violent movies for causing violence. They shot someone, and then they taught the kids how to make it look like somebody else did it. Thank you, Disney. Very cool. Guys, I had a lot of fun making this video and watching old cartoons, and I hope that you liked it too, okay? So let me know in the comments and stuff if you enjoyed it. I would love to make more videos about weird shows and movies and games and just things I liked when I was a kid. So it would be really cool if you guys liked these kinds of videos too. And if you didn't enjoy this video, then too bad, because I'm making more of them anyways.